Welcome to the second in my series of boat builds for the game Cruel Seas by Warlord Games. The team from Wargames Illustrated magazine kindly sent over a PT boat sprue and have asked me to make a video, as this is one of the options for the freebie in the next issue. It's out now for subscribers and due in stores on the 2nd of January 2019. I've not yet seen the official sprue layout, so this is my version based on the rulebook and what real PT boats were fitted with. First up is the Higgins PT boat. It's a fairly simple weapon loadout with a 40mm at the stern plus twin HMGs. There is a spare 20mm weapon on the sprue to be mounted on the forecastle if you would like, but that's not the Warlord default, although it was something fitted sometimes in real life. Looking at photos of the Higgins PT boats, the mast seems to be optional. A standard boat had a thin wire aerial, but there were certainly versions with a more substantial mast. There are spare masts on the sprue, but for me it's a personal choice and I'm not going to fit one. The torpedo launchers can fit either way round, but there is a thin section of tubing that runs along the top of each launch tube, and this should go towards the rear. And that's the Higgins PT boat done. Next up is the Elco PT boat. It's more heavily armed than the Higgins, with a 40mm stern, then a 37mm on the forecastle, and a 20mm gun offset to the port side on the forecastle. There are also rocket launchers fitted outside. I've mounted the launchers in the firing position, but these look quite fragile, and I think for future builds I'll mount them rotated inboard to improve the robustness of the model. There are 2 port and 2 starboard torpedoes for this model. Typically, I fitted mine the wrong way round, as the 2 semicircular clamps you can see here that hold the torpedoes in place should actually be on the inside, not to the outside. It's not a major issue, and I'll live with it on this first model, but will correct it on the rest. And with those fitted, it's off to the paint table for the first of my US Navy fleet.